Hello, fourth graders. You have your Unit 3 math test coming up, and hope you're very excited to get an opportunity to show all that you know. You will be completing a review packet soon before the test, and we're going to do a couple problems that are similar to the ones on your review practice so you can see them in a video and practice them yourself in Seesaw. Now, the problems on your review packet and in this video are very similar to the ones that will be on your test. But you didn't hear from me. You didn't hear from me. That was top secret information. Who said that? I don't even know. But it will be helpful if you pay close attention to the review. Make sure you ask your teacher any questions you have before the test so that you can go in feeling prepared and confident. Let's look at these ones together, and then you will practice, again, a very similar type of problem, just with some different numbers in this seesaw activity. Number 1 says, there are 7 candy bars. 4 friends want to share them evenly. How much would each friend get? And it's supposed to say show your answer show your answer in 2 different ways. So the ways I like to think about this are, first, I like to think, is there enough that each person could get 1 whole? So let's do that as our first way. Can each person get a whole? So we have 4 friends. So if I just name my friends 1, 2, 3, and 4, not very creative names, but I could give each friend an entire candy bar, right? So then I'm going to write that I know each friend gets at least 1 whole candy bar. And there are 3 left over. There are still 4 friends, so that's not enough for everybody to get another entire whole. So let's take the remaining 3 and split them into the amount of people that we're splitting up between. So I'll put generally like 4 equal parts. I'm trying to make these as equal as possible. And now we could see, okay, now that we've split the remaining 3, like if I labeled for friend number 1 would get 1 piece of each of those. So a total of 1, 2, 3 fourths. So each person is going to get 1 3/4 of a candy bar. And you could have filled out the rest too. Said, okay, friend 2 also got 3/4, friend 3 also got 3/4 extra, and friend 4 also got 3/4 extra. And that's how that would look fully shown. So that's way number 1. Remember, my first question was there enough for each person to get a whole? Now, way number 2 is I could just right away say, okay, I'm sharing these candy bars between 4 friends. Let's split them all into fourths because they're 4 friends. So why not just right away split them all? And in this case, my friend number 1 is going to get a piece from each. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the friend got 7 pieces, but this time they were just pieces. How much, what should go in my denominator? What was each piece? Each piece was a fourth. So they got 7/4 of the candy bar. And that works out well because we know that 7/4 would be the same, right, as 4/4 plus 3 more fourths. Or in other words, this has 1 whole and 3 more fourths. So you could write that as 7/4, or you could say equals 1 3/4, but this was another way to show it. And again, to complete, I could show friend number 2, my not very creative names, 3 and 4. They all got 7/4 of candy. Now for number 2, it says shade 1/8 of each circle. Well, that's not so bad because I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I see this circle has 8 pieces. So of the 8 parts being considered, I'm just going to shade in 1. Let's count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. This one has 8 pieces as well. So of the 8 parts being considered in my denominator, I'm just going to shade in 1 for my numerator. Both have shaded in 1/8. The next question says, are the eighths of the 2 circles equal? How do you know? Well, look at them. Would those be equal? No. This one is clearly greater. I was going to say bigger, but I'll use better math vocabulary. This one is clearly greater, a larger shape than this one in my visual model. So why? I'm like, well, 1/8 should be 1/8, right? But the whole being considered was different. Here my whole was a large circle. Here my whole was a smaller circle. So the answer is no, because the whole being considered is a different size. Or you could say that in your own words. It doesn't have to be these exact words, but you want to say that the one circle is larger than the other, so your whole is not the same thing. Go back and review this video as much as you need, and then in Seesaw, you're going to do 2 problems that are very similar. And remember, on your test, there will be problems very similar to these ones as well. But who said that? What? You didn't hear from me. You didn't hear from me. So I've given you enough secrets for one day. Best of luck practicing and studying for your test, and good work, mathematicians.